Dead meme.
Hey everyone, welcome back to some Valheim. So I've set up another experiment, this time based around breeding, just to figure out exactly how it works. So what prompted this is we had a boar farm and a chicken farm that was wiped out by bats from the bat event. So we decided to figure out how can we protect these things, because the rules around breeding have clearly changed. So we put 2 pigs in this pen and threw 50 raspberries in here, and this was the result. So it's totally closed in and safe. And so we wondered, can we put a full-on roof on it? And the same idea. I put 2 pigs in here and threw 50 raspberries in. So they tamed up and started breeding. And this is an easy access if you just want to toss it in and not have to deal with it. So the pigs, pretty easy. It doesn't really matter for them by the looks of things. But we were looking at our chicken pen, and we were hoping this design would allow us to vent the smoke, but that is not the case. And with this kind of ceiling, you do not get the shelter buff, so these eggs will be too cold forever. So I basically just threw these 2 eggs in there. They never hatched, so they got no dandelions. So, same general idea, almost the same setup, but with venting this time, they remain too cold because this roof will not provide the shelter buff. Now we're going to get a little bit closer to what's functional. I threw 2 eggs in here with 50 dandelions. And if we look inside, it's just simply a campfire with some shutters. And the reason why we use the shutters is because in the plains, the death skeetos will get in here and they'll ruin your, they'll destroy all of your livestock, right? And here's the other one that we attempted. Now, I'm not too sure how or why, but this chicken laid all of her eggs outside of the pen, so I'm not sure how that was accomplished, but this setup did allow them to breed. And we've literally just walled off the fire, and that's good enough. And you can throw if you really need to, you can just throw your wood in like that. So let's just go right back to the beginning. This is going to be a shorter video for sure. Boars don't need to see the sky. If at one time, at least I believe they did, maybe it's been changed, but you can totally enclose them. You can create this little setup to have easy access to feed them, so you don't need to go in there. These chicken coops failed because you do not get the shelter buff. And remember, to get the shelter buff, you need to be walled in with a roof over you. And 2 eggs and 50 dandelions, and this is what you get. And this is where we threw our little fire. So I have access to feed the fire. Good times. And this setup as well, the hearth, is totally acceptable, and you can even wall it in. You'll get the shelter buff. And my hen did hatch, but all the eggs hatched on the outside, and one of them was dead, so I'm not sure what the problem was with this one. But hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you protect all your chickens and livestock so they don't get murdered by bats and death skeetos. But thanks for showing up, and if you like the video, like or a sub. If you think there's something in here that we should talk about or that I missed, let me know. And see you all again real soon.